and welcome to day 3 of Die Cut December. I'm Natalie and today I'm going to create a birthday card for my son using these dies. I've got some cog dies, a happy birthday sentiment die and some joined up circle strip dies. My son is training to be a mechanical engineer and he's very passionate about all things mechanical, so I thought the cogs would be a good fit for him. I'm basing my card design on the Freshly Made Sketches current sketch challenge, which has a diagonal design with a sentiment going across the middle. So that's where we're going today. My card blank is hammered white cardstock and it is 5 by 7 inches, and my card panel is about 1/4 of an inch smaller on all 4 sides, so it will sit nicely. I'm going to put some cogs along here like this, and the sentiment somewhere. Not sure whether it will be central. We'll just see what it looks like when I've got all my cogs on. So before I cut my cogs out, I'm going to colour my paper. And yes, you guessed it, I'm going to use the smoosher and some distress oxides. This is Vintage Photo, which is a nice warm brown. I'm going to move that so I don't accidentally splatter it with brown ink. And we're just going to cover the whole thing, not completely, I don't want a solid colour, but I'm going to colour the whole panel so it will give me enough to cut my cogs out of. I'm also going to add some walnut stain, which is a darker brown. This is just going to give me a bit of variation, and it's supposed to eventually look like sort of brassy, bronzy cogs of some description. I'm also adding some salvaged patina to give it a bit of an aged feel, I think. I'm not drying in between each one because I do want the colours to mingle a bit. There we go. I'm going to dry that with a hairdryer, and I think I might do some splattering as well. So I'm splattering on some water. It's not particularly clean water, but that doesn't matter because I'm just going to use it to lift some of that colour. And I'm going to splatter on a bit of metallic in a metallic teal, and I'll go for probably that one, that nice dark coppery one. Now I'm thinking that I might, at the end, mount this panel on some of this. So I'm going to cut this from the centre here so that I can use the rest later if I want to. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll see what it looks like when it's all done up. I'll take this down, stop it shifting around, and run it through my die cutting machine with my usual sandwich, although I might need the metal plate because it's quite an intricate die. I decided just to go for it and use the metal plate, and they've all cut really nicely. All the little internal bits have popped out. I want to give them a little bit of well, not distressing, a bit of definition, I suppose, by going around the outside with a little bit of vintage. No, I'm going to use a walnut stain, I think, the darker one. So I'm going to pop them all on my grip mat here, which should hopefully make the whole thing a bit easier and quicker. Don't know where that one went. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's have a little brush and some walnut stain, and just go a little bit around the outside. So we can shuffle, whoops, try not to ping them across the rim. Just peel those off and let them do their thing. Go there. Come on, up you come. It's trouble with grip mats, they tend to grip everything. Right, so here's the panel. I'm going to grab these and just plonk them on. Some of them I'll raise up, I think, and some of them I'll have flat on the card. I think I will put the what do you call it on, the border on. Okay, now I was thinking that this might make a good band to go across, but the question is what colour? Perhaps black with this on top in maybe white. So I'll just do a black one of these and see what it looks like. I quite like that. It's quite dramatic. We might need to do a couple of layers of that, I'm not sure. Or put some foam squares behind because the cogs will kind of be in the way. And then happy birthday on top of that. Got some copper foiled card here. I've just cut the happy birthday out of copper foiled card. I think that looks quite nice on there. Maybe we won't centre it so much as just pop that on like that. So I've cut a happy birthday out in scrap card and I'm going to stack that on top of there just so it has a nice bit of dimension. So we'll use this glue once it's unbunged. Okay, that looks good. Put that to one side and mop that glue up before we get stuck in it. So I am going to use this as a border, I think. I think that would look quite nice. Oh, there's an extra one there. I missed that. Just pop a little bit of glue here and there. I'm going to get the big ones and stick them directly on with some glue, because I'm not going to pop these up, and I will have some of them overlapping the edges. Now I think it will be sensible to have some of the more intricate dies flat, die cuts rather, flat on the card, because they'll be harder to pop up. So I should have thought of that, shouldn't I? I can do some extra die cuts to back them with, to lay them up. See, this one would have been good to put up on craft foam because that would be easy to put craft foam behind. Right. Okay, I think that'll do in terms of things that are going flat on there. Yeah, I'm going to put some craft foam on there. But before I do that, I'm going to place this where I want it. I think maybe there, maybe in the bottom half. Before I go any further, I'm going to add some of those teal splatters to the black because it's looking too stark to me. So I'm just going to do that. And these metallic paints look gorgeous on black or dark cardstock. Okay, that's nice and dry, and that's just really beautiful and shimmery. Oops, lost a few dots there. Come on then, I'll get those off. I want to get this on straight, so I'm going to get my T-square ruler and measure that. I'm thinking I'm going to cut it at the end here so it runs to the edge of the card. Yep, that looks straight to me, and then I can snip this bit off here. So it is more or less symmetrical, centered. There. And while we're here, we'll add the happy birthday. Now, do we need anything behind that? Is that going to stand off enough? I think it's all right. I think anything else will be too much. I'm not going to centralise it. I'm going to pop it here, just over in this side, so it's still in the flow of the cogs. So now I think it's going to be a bit tricky to foam tape the back of these cogs, so I'm going to cut some more out of scrap paper, or scrap card rather, and then layer them up and add them on. So I'll come back when I've done all the die cutting and sticking together, because you don't need to watch that. So these are all ready now. They are 3 die cuts deep, 1 coloured one and 2 white ones underneath to give some dimension. And I'm just going to dip them in the glue and scatter them about. That one went a bit wonky, but I don't think it matters. No one's ever going to notice. Just want to build up a nice flow of cogs up the page, overlapping them. Again, this card is going to be hand delivered, not posted, so I can stack these up a bit more and put some on top of the ones that are already bumped up, so that will be absolutely fine. So for a little bit of extra glimmer, I'm going to add some Nuvo drops in copper. That goes quite nicely with the colours already there, and integrate them into the flow of the design. Maybe have some on the actual cogs as well. Some bigger, some smaller, but keeping everything gathered around this little flow here, so there's plenty of white space. And I think we're done. I think that is my son's mechanical engineering inspired birthday card all done and dusted, and day 3 of die cut December done and dusted. So thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the video and that you like the card, and that you'll come back for the rest of die cut December. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.